Hey, let me come. Hey, Crank, welcome, man.
What's up, my guy? What's up, my guy? Oh, Hamza with the magic trick. What's about to happen?
I'm just
Some
getting started.
theatrics, man. Only on Hamza's
Speak of myself.
stream, he said, "Let's go live," and then walks away. What is?
Crank, you seem happy, man. Crank, I'm making think of myself. I'm happy.
How can I not be happy? City on their off day basically melt down Arsenal and Liverpool fans when
I missed that.
they're
I missed that.
calling Jesus and Zinchenko double agents, all this kinds of nonsense. Uh, I've even seen some people that I'm very solid friends with, Arsenal fans, level-minded people. They're doing those. They're battling it out against the angry people, and they're saying y'all are being dumb. All people saying Arteta out.
Wow.
Relax. It's scary times for him right now. It's scary times for him.
Listen, Crank, it couldn't have been better. I can't believe it. I can't believe it, Crank. Crank, I can't believe it. Seriously. I can't believe it, man. Seriously. Oh my God. Like, how? The weekend worked perfect for us. Perfect.
Couldn't be any better.
It couldn't be
We're able,
better. Like,
rested
everyone.
Rodri. I said we were able to rest Rodri. We were able to get some of our rest Foden, key players, able to prepare themselves for Real on the weekend.
Yep.
Liverpool, Arsenal, they tried their best to, rotate themselves. They think that they're big bad Man City, that any player can on their team can play and handle and control and keep the intensity growing. No, it's not like that. Not every team.
Let me ask you from the way it started on Saturday. Saturday when it started, like Crystal Palace, Liverpool. Before the game, what was going through your mind? What did you think?
Okay, so I actually have to be honest with you. Since last Sunday, I had the tweets about it that I've reshared. I refuse to watch anything Liverpool and Arsenal. I won't even look up their scores. I don't touch Twitter. I don't do any of that stuff. All I do is I focus on myself. I've been able to get some stuff for the show done.
Why?
It's been
Why
great.
do you choose not to watch them? Is it because stress?
It was before this slump that they were having. It was the fact that you're watching the match. Liverpool, they've gone down I don't know how many times this season, and then inevitably they win and they pull through, and that's misery. It's awful. I hate it. So I just don't want that stress in my life. And I jokingly said I didn't want to deal with it because I didn't want to watch them inevitably win and potentially take away the 4 Premier Leagues in a row. Now I don't even have to worry about that. I'm not watching the matches, and now all of a sudden they've started to lose. I am stuck in this vow now. I can't watch Liverpool Arsenal as long as they continue to lose, especially the way that Liverpool lost at Atlanta. Are we doing this? Like the goal that they allowed on them, Crystal Palace. Are you serious? It was such a beautiful, just bing, 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 bing. You would have thought it was us out there right now. Like it was beautiful to see. It was beautiful to see.
I think absolutely. I can't believe like the way it happened. I can't believe it. Coming to the game, Saturday, 1:30. Was it 1:30? No. What time did I go? 2 o'clock. They kicked off at 2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Yeah? 2 o'clock. I tuned in. I thought, my local boys. Crank, they're next to me. These guys are here. Yeah. They're here. All my guys I work with, Palace fans. They said to me, I said to them before work on Friday, I said, don't let me down. I trust you. I trust you. I've seen what you've done to Liverpool. I trust you. They said, trust us. I said, Crystal Palace, we've been going through a lot of problems. How do I trust you? They said, don't worry, we can do it. Eze, Olise. I said, surely we smoked them 4-2. Anfield is a Rocky Stadium. I thought before this, they had it on their hands. Liverpool had it. They had it like they had the Premier League. 5 points clear of everyone. They were top of the league.
Let's go.
They go to United in the FA Cup. They were meant to win the quadruple. That's how the storyline started. Like they were in the quadruple charge before the
Do it for
United
Klopp.
game. Come on. They were talking about the quadruple. Then the Amad Diallo dagger, that started it. I believe that dagger from Amad Diallo. And he took off his shirt and lifted it up there. Big up Amad Diallo, man. I hate United, but big up Amad Diallo. He started that. He started that. I big up Amad Diallo for that. Like, for us, we thought, okay, fine. That's it. They're out one. I thought, definitely Europa League, they got this.
Yeah.
So they play against Man United in the Premier League. Liverpool fans were giving it all before the game. Watch what happens. See you in 3 weeks' time. You've dunked us at the FA Cup. We'll see you in 3 weeks. I said, these guys are going to dunk on Man United. I said, that day I just sat down there. I thought, now, let's see what they're made of. Let's see. All this talk, let's see what they made. They went there with the weak United team that they were celebrating without Varane, without Martinez, without the other guy. What's his name? I forgot that old guy. Centre back. He disappeared. He limped out the Chelsea gave them on the play. Chelsea gave United and said, yo, we've battered United. There you are, Liverpool. There you are. Finish them. They gave them literally. There you are. Chelsea beat them Copama. I thought, this is done, man. Well, how can I trust United with Kambamwala and Maguire in the centre back? Wan-Bissaka right back, Dalot left back. I thought, surely that's not going to happen. Then they escape at 2-2. Humiliating. United refused. You know, United have been their worst enemy. You know, they talk about rival. United's worst side have absolutely put the down on them. I hate United. But United, what they did is criminals. I don't think Liverpool will ever forget what United, because United could have stopped them. I think United, it can come down to United. Guys, don't type 115, man. Come on, big up, congratulations.
Embarrassing. They're so embarrassing. Like, is that all? That's all they have. It's just to hope and pray for the future, for a court date, for your life is all. Do you have it like you just copy and pasting, my boy? Like it's.
What a weekend, guys!
What a weekend! What a weekend, others! Wow.
What a weekend!
What a weekend, bro!
Hey, listen, man.
How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good, Professor, man. I feel good, big up, guys, man. Listen, today we're eating good. We're eating good this week. You know what I'm saying? We started off the game week. We got the win, and now Liverpool and us now, they've dropped points and they've gave us the keys to do a treble 4P potentially. Listen, I'm not gonna get too carried away. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? 6 games. It's looking good, guys. Get ready, man. We're eating good. You know that video of Hamza, yeah? You dancing, Professor, yeah? Yeah, at the end of the season, we're going to be dancing with you, man. We're going to be dancing. We need a cookout, man, in Hamza's back garden, man. We're celebrating, man. Listen, man. Listen, at the end of the day, I'm not even surprised. Because at the end of the day, man, when Liverpool and Arsenal, those kind of teams, when you look at them this season, especially Liverpool, they haven't really deserved to be in the position that they're in, but they somehow find a way. You know what I'm saying? A few times when I'm watching Liverpool, they get this, dodgy decision or dodgy goal. But to be fair, listen, I respect them, man. Their heritage and all that. You can say whatever you want, but listen, without a DM, there's no way we were going to let Liverpool Football Club win a league titles with no DM. Yeah, with Endo as a DM. There is no way that we could allow that. And as for Arsenal, Listen, it's Arsenal, man. This is heritage. This is Arsenal's heritage, Hamza. This is the
Ain't it
heritage,
though?
man. So
Ain't it though?
Bro,
let's
but,
enjoy, man.
but who do you think before this, yeah? Who are the ones that were giving you all that? Liverpool, Arsenal fans.
Oh, Arsenal, man. Yeah,
That's what they do, though. That's what they do. They're always
It's
talking,
Arsenal
always
fans.
chatting.
it's
Yeah.
always Arsenal. Listen, Liverpool fans
Yeah.
were like, oh yeah, listen, if we win, we win. If we don't, listen, it was a top 4 thing at the start of the season. Do it for Klopp. They were coming up with excuses, but what I'm saying, at the start of the season, I'll give them credit. They didn't really say anything. Arsenal fans, they were the ones from the get-go saying that this was their season. They're winning the league title this season. They're not going trophy-less with the Premier League again. They told us this. They got 2 more competitions left. Don't go anywhere, Arsenal fans. Listen, if you guys don't win this league, listen, you guys will get crashed on, because I'll give them 1 trophy. Their social media trophy, I'll give them that. Yeah, they're the most loudest fan base I've ever. They're the most loudest fan base probably in the world. All they do is yap, 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 yap. By the end of the day, what they don't do anymore is win trophies. What they don't do, they don't get to see their captain's armpits anymore. That's what they don't get to see anymore. They don't get to see Thierry Henry, Tony Adams, Patrick Vieira. They get instead to see Jorginho, Zinchenko, and Gabriel. That's their level now. So listen, it's peak for them, man. But we'll enjoy it with us. No Gundogan, guys. No Gundogan, no Morris, no Laporte. They told us we were weak. They told us we couldn't do it again. They told us that this is the worst City side. They told us that, oh yeah, that City this, City that they're not going to be the same team ever again, and that it's a drop off. If our drop off wins a treble, yeah, or even a league title, yeah, that's crazy. We'll be there, man. We'll be there.
With a bunch of youths in KDB, and so it's. I mean, talk about the lineup we had this weekend, where it was basically all the runners and then Kevin. I love to see it. Nunez, he started off hot, of course, slowed down, but for the team to pull together in the second half like they did, focused a little bit more, held on to possession, that's kind of what you want to see, especially with key players rested. You want to see the people stepping up and still looking like the team that we love.
I think the thing is, it's a big one, man, big one for me. I think having seen Palace gone there, and you have to give Palace the credit, man. Like we beat them 4-2, man. We beat them 4-2 in their own home. They went there and absolutely nearly had chances, but Liverpool should blame themselves. The question is, do you guys think, which I believe, do you think Klopp was responsible for this? Sorry. I have to add someone. Pitchwork, big up, man. Do you think Klopp is responsible for this?
Hey, Hamza, how are you?
How you doing? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing very good. How you guys
Hi,
doing?
guys. Good.
Good. We're talking about, what do you think about Liverpool's game? What did you think about that game?
Yeah, it's quite simple. Pressure. It's all pressure. Pressure does strange things to many things, eh? Even the little wave of water, just putting pressure on a rock will break the rock. You know that, right, Hamza? Even in the desert of Arabia, a big rock over hundreds of years will become sand based on pressure from the wind. It's pressure. If you haven't been there, I mean, if Liverpool have been there, they know how to handle the pressure for the most part. But it's a new. But if McAllister's new, all these guys are new, Endo's new, all these guys are new. It's pressure.
Yeah, it's the VVDs and all that. I was scared. VVD, Mosa. These guys experience. They've done it.
Yeah, but the man is leaving, man. He's tired. Huh?
He's tired.
He's tired.
He didn't say he's tired. He said he's tired.
Hamza, you have to give this. It's not you chasing this guy, this madman Guardiola every year. Every year. He broke your heart 3 or 4 times. 1 point. That's pressure, bro. It's in the DNA. The pressure. Because if you drop points with 6 games to go, you drop a point, it's almost done. Now, I'm not saying we're going to win it, but I'm saying that the pressure, and this guy, if you watch a Netflix movie, these guys are animals, man.
Yeah.
When it comes to the last stretch of the season, when they hit that bone, they don't let go of that bone.
Nope.
So, and then Arsenal followed up with even a bigger bottle.
That was a joke.
Same Villa that was slapped 4-1 without many key players.
Douglas Luiz Camara.
Brother, pressure.
Arsenal couldn't understand because this is a perfect opportunity. Liverpool have lost. The fans were celebrating in the stadium, hearing that Liverpool lost. This is a perfect opportunity to show what champions you're made of. Yeah? I don't think, if it had happened the opposite side, Arsenal lost and Liverpool, do you think Liverpool would have taken advantage?
100%.
100%, Hamza. 100. I agree with
Liverpool takes advantage in Anfield straight away.
I mean, Kronk, people talk about Palace's City's bogey team. Palace have done a number on Liverpool in recent history.
Yeah.
Don't forget Istanbul, right? 3-3.
Yeah.
Again, it's not the first time this is happening with Palace.
Yep.
We know Palace really well. When it comes to the big games, they just step up a level.
Yeah.
They went there unafraid, unashamed, front foot football, playing through the lines, getting a good goal, defend well.
Yeah.
What Palace do? And over to you guys.
Now, all I was saying, Gundo. Go on, Krunk, go on, bro. Go on.
Oh, I was just gonna agree with them that Palace, they're tough. They are always a team that will play you, can make the game from the nastiness of the match. It's a lot of second, third, fourth balls, heavy tackles. Those types of games they thrive in, but they also have the talent, the unique talent to also, and the technical ability to kind of do us in. Back when they had Zaha, now they have Eze, Olise. They have a few ballers that all they need is a moment for magic. And that, hey, they saw it. Liverpool saw it. They felt it. It is what it is. It happens. But what were you about to say?
Yeah, we were saying that. I think you're right. Liverpool sees what Arsenal have done. Liverpool take advantage. Because Liverpool have taken advantage. They would have said, no, this is a perfect opportunity. Yeah? Arsenal shocks me. Like, this is how you can't do that. This is a Villa team you're home to. Yeah, you've been calling yourself best defense in the league, best attacking in the league. You've got this best DM in the world. And then to capitulate like this. And you have to give credit to their manager, Unai Emery.
Proper manager.
Yeah?
Listen, I don't hear them sing anymore. Waka Waka, Kai Havertz scores again. I haven't heard that song for a while. This is what they said. They said this against Luton away, 4-3. They said, oh yeah, this is the mentality that wins leagues.
Yeah.
So do it then. You know what I mean? So do it. Don't let them. The only league titles these guys win are on FIFA. You know what I'm saying? On FC, they play career mode. That's the only time that they get to see their captain lift trophies, you know what I'm saying? Premier League titles. But for now, they just got a dream. Listen, the dreaming is free, to be fair. As Trent said, it means more. Yeah, I bet it meant more on Saturday, man, or Sunday when he got crashed on. I bet it meant more. You know what I'm saying? So listen, man, it's one of those ones, man. At the end of the season, you know, this is the thing I like about us City fans. You know, we always link them up at the end of the season. You know, say we know what we're gonna do.
They said it was a weak City side. City don't look to be the same. City are not that great. City have lost that cojones. Gundogan's not there. Mar is not there. Laporte is not there. The manager doesn't look like he can motivate these players. Matthew Nunes is a bad buy. They said Doku is he hasn't had an assist since. Remember they said this, he has not had an assist for how many months? They researched it.
Yeah, so, they said that, and then they were talking about the defense record. You know what I'm saying? They've got the best defense in the world. Well, listen, if that best defense can't win them a league title, then uncomfortable conversations. But listen, that's for us, man. We did our job. That's the main thing. We went out there. You know what I'm saying? Went out there against Luton, made it an easy job. You know what I'm saying? Now this is where we got to try and win our games now. Because 4 out of 6 away games, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a challenge. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna be easy. But we got this, man. I think for me, the only games that I'm really looking at and I'm like, okay, this is going to be really hard is that Fulham away and Tottenham away. You know what I'm saying? Those two games. Forest away might be tough as well, but you know what I'm saying? The main ones I'm worried about is Spurs away and Fulham away, because Spurs didn't, last time we played them, didn't have Son, and I think that if Son was in the position that Timo Werner was in, I think he would have done a lot better. And as for Fulham away, listen, Fulham, they've been a little bit inconsistent recently, but you know what I'm saying, they can get a job done too. So let's just go out there, man. Let's just go out there and see what happens. But next game, I think, is against Brighton, anyways, in the league at least. So
that's fine. I don't agree with you, mate. I think you're looking at previous memory of Spurs and Fulham. You're world champions, mate. This is not. I mean, you're world champion. Now, I'm not saying any given day you can't lose a game, but we love to do this. Oh, it's Spurs way. The same Spurs that we went to this season and beat them, right? And they don't sit back and play like the way they used to play anymore. That we need to.
Did you see how they played last weekend?
We just need to change how we think about these things, man. We can't all the time use historical context. If we use historical context, we won't win 3 in a row. You won't win the treble. You won't win the champ. You in quarterfinals, Champions League, semifinal, and you're at the top of the league at this point in time. We keep going back to this old way of what if? You can lose the game, but we need to change how we think.
you know what it is, Gundo, right? For me, it's just, obviously I know that obviously anything can happen. You know, it's a new season, and the way I'm just looking at it is, yeah, I know obviously not everything's about context, but for us, obviously, that it will come into effect. You know what I'm saying? That Tottenham away. I'm not saying that means we're going to drop points. I still think we'll win the game, but what I'm saying is that game is going to be extremely, you know, it's going to be difficult. You know what I'm saying? I think
what if the league is done by Tottenham away? What happens then?
If the league's done by Tottenham away, we celebrate, man.
That's what I'm saying. So just
open
relax.
bottles, man.
One
You know
game
what I'm
at a
saying?
time.
Good, you know the vibe,
One game at a time. Listen, when you start to coach, right? Hopefully you do, right? One thing you learn, we had a game this weekend, right? You just take one day at a time. I mean, when Pep says one game at a time, he knows exactly what he's talking about. I'm telling you, one game at a time. Don't think about the future. Don't think about Tottenham. Don't think about Fulham. Don't even think about them. Because you think about that, it changes how you behave. You get apprehensive. You get fearful. What's the next game? Madrid. Good. What's after Madrid? Chelsea. Good. That's it.
That's it.
Focus on what's ahead of you. That's all you need to do.
One at a time, man.
That's it.
Finals.
Trust me. That's what you need to do. One game at a time.
Each game's a final.
I know we kind of moved on from Liverpool and Arsenal, but I want to stay on Arsenal a little bit, you know, staying on business, laugh at them a little bit more, because I feel like we really stayed and savored Liverpool's downfall, but I really want to hunker in on this whole Arsenal, because can you imagine on the biggest match of the year, he really does put out Zinchenko and Gabriel, like both like the putting it all on us. Not to mention that they had announced, I think the day before, a new Prime bottle. So they announced a brand new bottle. Like, Arsenal, you can't write this stuff. Like, why are you doing anything that has anything to do with bottles, especially plastic ones? If you wanted to be like, hey, we are now putting our water in carton bottles, carton plastic containers, because we want to save the earth, like that, you know, that's a cool way around it, you know. Then you can call yourself boxers or something, you know, you're working your way up from the ground, you know, you're tough, you're rugged. And then post-match, Gabby Jesus has the league low 7.7% conversion rate.
Gabriel Jesus.
Yes, Gabriel Jesus. Like, we knew he wasn't a finisher, but Pep could help him score. Pep could put him in situations for him to score. Zinchenko, yes, we knew he wasn't the strongest defensively, but what he did offer was great. There were moments when he was Zinedine Zinchenko at moments for City. I really haven't seen much of that for both of them. Yes, the first season while Arteta their first season there while Arteta was figuring things out, but they have been shown as obsolete pretty quickly. And I just, it's wild and wonderful to think that they have spent all this money. There were so many people who were doing so much talking about how they were 2, 3 positions deep, players deep in each position. And now, after all of this, you're hearing people being like, how big of an upgrade was Raya? Oh, when you compare him to Ederson and Allison, are they that great? It's so how quickly they went from being, we have all of the world's best players, we have such a deep team, Arteta has learned from his mistakes, to, you know what, we're just not the better team, and we have never been the better team. The flip-flopping, it's been hilarious. The tears warm my heart and soul, and they're very delicious. I'd like to throw it on a little bit of ice cream, a little sweet and salty, but it's just, I don't know. They need to come to reality a little bit.
Yeah, I think. Do you see teams, Arsenal or Liverpool? If you look at Liverpool's fixture, do you see teams there? And one second.
I'm
Yeah,
sure
man,
I know what he was going to.
Yeah,
yeah,
God, I think we know what he was going to say, Krunk.
Uh-huh.
Is there any challenge? Is there any points that we think they'll lose points on?
And Liverpool has some tough games.
Yeah, man. I mean, for me, Liverpool, Aston Villa away. That's the one I'm looking for. Aston Villa away is the only one now that I think that they'll drop points in. But anything is the way they're going right now. Listen, they're starting to shake. They are starting to shake. But I think once they get Jota back, I think the only one I see them dropping points is Aston Villa. Arsenal, listen, their fans are very arrogant, but they forget that they've got to go to United and Spurs away. You know what I'm saying? Those 2 games, they could easily drop points.
Liverpool has to go to Spurs. They welcome Spurs, but the thing with them is they're so hot and cold. They're in this cold moment. Ainge is going to get something out of them, and I think against Liverpool is a brilliant match to show up and show out. And they don't have to win. They don't have to beat Liverpool. They can just draw Liverpool, and that could technically be a win for Tottenham because they have to kind of hold on to that top 5 to 7 spots. So a draw isn't the worst for them, and it's the absolute worst for Liverpool. So it'll be interesting.
Big up, Palmer. Listen, if you look at Liverpool fixtures, they got Everton away, Fulham away. First, they got Atlanta this Thursday. Sunday, Fulham, Everton away, West Ham away, Villa away. They got 1, 2, 3, 4 away, 2 home games. And Villa away is tough. West Ham away is tough. Fulham away is tough. Everton away could be easy, but I can't believe that those fixtures are difficult for Liverpool. They're not going to have it easy because these teams are fighting for it. Then you look at Arsenal. Tottenham away, fair enough. United away, that's a tough one. And the Wolves away. Wolves away, probably they'll win that. But then Chelsea at home. That they might win that. But Tottenham and Man United away is tough. So you see, look at that fixture, you're thinking, we just need to do one game at a time. Brighton and Nottingham Forest. Once we get those 2 fixtures, major fixtures away, we come back home and we just in the last 3 games, I think City can do it. Can do it.
I hope that in the sense of that I think that we're gonna win the league and that I hope and that. Listen, for us, if we don't do it, we don't do it. But we're here now.
For me, it's very simple. All this, what will Liverpool do? Will they drop points? What will happen? I don't give a shit. Excuse me. Just win your games. Yeah. You have games.
That's it.
When was the last time this club, these players had 5-6 games to go and they didn't win their games and they bottled it? When you know that it's in your hand. So what would Liverpool do? I don't care what Liverpool do, what Arsenal do. It's irrelevant. Win your games, period. That's it. Do what you need to do. When you start saying, what is it, drop points here, then you're looking for somebody else to help you be your savior. Why? They've already dropped points. They dropped points both at the same time at home in the league on the same weekend. What are you waiting for?
Now, to be fair, I agree, Gundo. For me, if I'm being realistic, I think we'll get at least 16 points in these next 6 games. I think we'll at least get 16. Obviously, I think, as I said at the start of the show or near the start of the show, the games I already said that I think we could get a draw in. But I think the other teams will drop points as well. That's why I think we'll still win the league. I think as soon as all this notion about, you'd prefer to be behind a team or you prefer to be second at this part of the season. That's just that's some coping mechanism. That's just it is. You know what I mean, Crook? It is. It's copium. It's not real. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things where who wants to be second at this part of the season? You know what I'm saying? It's you want to be first. Even the players probably would say they want to be first. You know what I'm saying? Now, obviously, everyone can do the thing. Oh yeah, who plays first matters. Okay, I do. Sometimes who plays first can be an advantage. You know what I'm saying? Once you know what I'm saying? You can say that, but at the end of the day, you can't keep saying that. Arsenal fans are going to be like, oh yeah, the reason City won is because Man City played first and then we played second and third and the pressure was on us. That's just how it is. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. So I think we'll win the games. I think we'll win games. I think we might drop points in one game. I think they'll drop points too. And I think that our worst season, potentially, and to be fair, with the defense this season hasn't been at its best either. But
I don't think we drop points, mate. I'm sorry. I just can't.
You're saying clean sweep, yeah, Gundo? Like Captain Gundo, yeah?
No,
Captain
it's not. I mean, listen, you are in the final stretch with 6 games to go. And you think these players will not fight to win the game? You think it just doesn't compute. The only game that you can say, it just doesn't compute to me. With 6 games to go, when you can go 4 in a row. And if you get over Wednesday, you got 3 games, 2 games to the final. 2 games to the final. And you think they're gonna, because once you get to the semifinal, if we beat Chelsea in the weekend, that's the final park till June. You don't have the FA Cup again to play. Right? All that's left for you to do now is focus on Champions League. That's it.
No, that's true, Gundo. But the last time we clean sweeped without even a draw was 18-19. That was the last season that we clean sweeped the last 6 games.
Yeah, but so let me correct you, certified, right? But the reason we didn't clean sweep last year because we had won the league and the last 2 games was a dead rubber. That's why.
That's what I was gonna say, and that's what I was gonna say. If we clinch early, maybe we won't win out. But if we have to win every match, oh yeah, we're winning every match. Yeah. Because when can you take time off? When is there a match? If every match is a need to win, Champions League is a need to win. Worst case, you can say you can draw in the first leg if it's away, but that's not necessarily turning off. That's game management type of position. I think it's crazy to say that it's good that Ederson and Ake, Kyle Walker were injured because the time off, you mentally get to adjust. You can watch the game, especially if you've been struggling the season. Now you're hungry. Kyle Walker, people have been bigging up Rico Lewis. With Ederson, people have been big up in Ortega, saying that they could take their spots. Ederson showed everybody how silly they were with basically giving Nunez a goal if he wouldn't have slipped. That was hilarious. But I think the way that this team is, it's supposed to be still, start, and still. And right now, at the end of the season, I can only imagine what those trainings look like. I can only imagine. Every player wants to start every match. So I'm sure they're killing each other, obviously, in respect, but I'm sure they're killing each other to try to prove to Pep that they are focused and all in to start each and every single match, which should lead to us winning every single match. I'm ecstatic for the rest of the season. I'm about to become real evil. I'm going to start talking some big smack about these clubs if we start pulling away, because this is 2 points that City got just chilling. What if we come out and we do win and City themselves continue to start Like, actually, I don't even know who plays. Who plays first this upcoming weekend?
Let me check that. Actually, I'm pretty sure because I'm pretty sure we do it. I don't think it's us that plays this upcoming weekend first.
I mean, certified. Think about it, right? Arsenal have to play Chelsea, Tottenham, Man United. Okay, you think they're gonna win all their games, all those games?
No chance. No. I don't.
Okay.
No.
Oh yeah, and Liverpool play last. Okay, so Arsenal play first.
Yeah.
And City don't play at all. So City get to play in a whole other competition, which people expect them to win, and by winning that, that's a whole other almost like psychological win. Yes, it's not the Premier League, but Liverpool, they just kind of faltered themselves. Arsenal, they really, we will find out how they're doing in the Champions League if we go and have a chance to continue another treble. Like if we can do a treble, double, a quadruple Premier League, a back-to-back Champions League, like that's scary times. That's scary. Like, I don't care what you, like, all you can cling to is cheats. You guys are cheats. Like that's all you got. And like I just the tears. Like we've gone from just like psychological, like metaphorical tears. I think if City do what we think City can do and win the trophies that City can win, we're gonna have tons of people in red just crying their eyes out in front of a camera, like volunteering these videos. It's gonna be beautiful.
Now, I think that's a good thing for us. I think the good thing for us is that we're in a great position. Like, you know what I'm saying? This is where we want to be. We want to be where we are right now. You know what I'm saying? That was my thing when we got the draw against Arsenal. You know, I wasn't celebrating it, saying it was a good draw like Arsenal fans that were saying that, oh yeah, this is the best result that they've had since the Emirates era. I was thinking about, oh, okay, listen, we had a chance potentially to go above them. Now we're back, we're there. And I think it's a mental advantage. You know, I do. I think now they know that they have to be perfect. They know that they can't, as Gundo said, they cannot drop a point in one game. Because if they drop one more game, it's finished. It's done.
They can't afford.
They can't.
This is the key, right? The key is that they cannot drop 1 point against Tottenham, against Chelsea, against United away. You can't drop a point.
They have to win all the games.
You have to win.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's
because if City even drop a point, then at least you still have to, it's I think it's probably going to be tied or so on goal difference. You can't drop a point.
You can't.
You just can't.
No.
I'll tell you who I'm more concerned about. I'm more concerned about Liverpool because Liverpool can win the next 6 games.
Yeah.
Or they can win the next 6 games. I'm not worried about Arsenal. Arsenal will be Arsenal. They'll do what they need to do, right? I mean, I don't see how they get over Tottenham, Chelsea, or United. I think right there you could get 6 points dropped at least.
Do you think Liverpool can win out because they get knocked out by Atalanta and all they have to focus on?
They're already out.
Really?
Oof. That's a big blow. Only everyone's feeling sorry for Klopp.
This is not Crunk, and I could be wrong, right? This is not Burnley away in the Premier League or some, with all due respect. It's not. You're going to Italy with a 3-goal deficit. This is not Barcelona coming to Anfield and you're doing magic and no.
Yeah.
You're going to Italy.
Yeah.
Right? You think the KDB stomach upset was small? Wait till what happens. Go to Italy now.
Yeah, it's different, man.
Yes. And what I will say.
In fact, Atlanta's playing today,
Yeah, they are. They
They're playing now.
started.
Liverpool fans are watching that game.
So what I will say is, Atalanta, this is actually the second time they've gone to Anfield and clean sheet, beat down Liverpool. What I will say, the last time that these two have played each other in a UEFA sponsored match, that Atlanta came to Anfield and won. They won 3-0. Liverpool went to Atlanta and won 5-0. That was 2-3 years ago, I believe. So they've done this before, And I know it's a completely different team, and in Atalanta, they're a much better team. I do believe in them, and I have a homie who's a huge Atalanta fan. He's this dope artist, Cabot Cove. He's Italian. I'm hopeful for him. I don't know. Anything's possible, and that. Also,
the question is that see, here's the point, right? If you know you're playing on Thursday night, Atalanta 3-0 down, and then on Sunday you have to go to Everton away, right? Everton, was it Fulham? Where do you have to go to? Where they're going to?
I think they played Fulham away.
Okay. You're going to Fulham away on the weekend in the Premier League where you know you cannot drop a point. What are you going to do? Are you going to put all the eggs to run fast and burn hot against Atalanta away? Or are you going to try to figure out a way to balance the team so that you can have something reserved to go to Fulham away, which, by the way, is a difficult game for them because over there they often struggle against Fulham. Go to last year with Anthony Robinson, right? And the coach, 2-2.
I think that's going to have an effect on them. I think that's the problem. They have to win the Europa League, and Atlanta, the way they mold them was they mold them badly. 3-0. This is the team. Yeah. Remember when City used to play Atlanta, we used to thrash this team. They said we had the easy groups. Remember? When we beat the other team, we had easy teams. Yeah? This is the team that Premier League teams like Liverpool are struggling to. Atlanta. Fulham will be a tricky fixture, as here today saying. And I think it's going to affect Arsenal going to Munich with that loss, with that intimidating stadium, and Bayern have just lost the league. The fans are waiting.
They've just lost the league.
They've just lost the league. They're riled up.
Yeah, they should be.
Atlanta's winning 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
So they're killing it right now. They'll be able to rest all of their starters, and if they are playing any of them.
Yeah. I gotta check out that, man. Now I gotta check out that MLS moment because listen, there's a few prospects that I'm liking, even that Kevin Sullivan kid that we're apparently getting. So listen, there's definitely big things happening over there. You know what I'm saying? With the World Cups, with what they're doing in the States right now, certain projects, preseason, the Club World Cup. There's big things going on over that side. So even their team, let's be real, a lot of them playing in Europe. So, you know, I know that they'll do their thing, you know, but as going back to your point about the Bayern game and Arsenal good, when they got that 2-2 draw, I said, yeah, this is it. They're not winning the game. I said, yeah, they needed to win that game. I said they have to win at the Emirates to win that game, and they have to blitz them. Now they're going to the Allianz. Even the form that we were last season, we couldn't win at the Allianz. We couldn't win at the last season.
It was a tough one.
And we should have won the game, to be fair. But let's be honest, the game was already finished 4-0, and then obviously they scored one. But listen, now they have to come out. And Palmer, by the way, has just got a hat-trick. But, listen, man.
Wow.
Listen, now Palmer, listen, I don't regret it still. Listen, I spoke to Gundo about this at the start of the season. You know what I'm saying? Bob, we got Bob, man. So I think... what do you guys actually think about Oscar Bob, man? Would you guys start playing? Maybe not for this season, but will you guys introduce him to the team next season?
Yeah, I think he's going to get some big playing time next year.
He has to get more time.
Yeah,
I agree. I'm just thinking about Savio as well, because obviously we're bringing in Savio. That I feel like some of us have even forgot that he's actually coming in. You know what I'm saying?
I was watching. I try to watch as much Girona as possible, honestly. But it's also because they play a fun football game. They play if Pep Ball was more attacking than defense, like way more attacking. Like if they were just like, who cares about possession? But it's just especially because there are so many city-tied players to that club. It's kind of fun to watch. Savio is going to be brilliant, and if Daku, that's a problem. Is Daku now forced on the left because we thought he was going to play on the right? Pep, when he first got there, alluded that he was going to play on the right, or that he would want him to play on the right. But with Savio, Bob, what are we gonna do with Bernardo potential leaving? He's the other person that we'd play on the right. What are you thinking we're gonna do for like wingers? Because I don't think we're gonna start Savio. They're like, that's just young players. Oscar Bob, those are young players. They're not gonna get a bulk of the playing time. So is Daku gonna become our starting right winger, and those other two dudes can take the extra matches, the Carabao, the early FA Cups, things like that?
Well, I
That's
think
actually,
really starts still.
I agree. That's actually a good question. I mean, it depends what we're gonna do with the midfield as well, man. It depends. Are we gonna put Foden in the midfield? Are we gonna put De Bruyne in the midfield? Because I don't see De Bruyne and Foden playing both as tens. I just don't see it. You know what I mean? So for me, it's one of those ones where I think that it could be the same as this season, even if we're bringing Savio, even if we're bringing another winger, depending on how good that winger is. Doku, listen, if Doku plays like he did against Luton this past week, you know, and the way he finished that goal, listen, he's got a good chance of trying to get in the team as well. But slow steps again, man. He's 21. You know, we're gonna take his time with him. But I think Grealish is gonna be very hard for any player to replace as of right now because of what he does. It's not about his GA, but it's just the way that he controls the rest of the team. That's the thing. And then as for Foden, man, I think Foden will always play somewhere. He'll always play somehow, whether that's right wing, number 10, false 9. Pep will always put him in somewhere. So I see us, especially if we get Paqueta or another midfielder, I see Foden playing right wing again. And then maybe another midfielder coming in for Bernardo, because I think Bernardo is going, you know, unfortunately, you know, but who knows, man? It's been like this for
34. Let me correct you there. That's bullshit, man. I'm sorry. Who told you he's going? Who told you Bernardo is going?
Good though. Listen, my good.
No, wait. Tell me, who told you Bernardo is going? Who told you?
You know, that's just been the conversation over the last 3.5 years.
Have I told you? How many times have I told you guys? You guys never listen. It's what really frustrates me. How many times have I told you about this Bernardo guy? Every year I tell you he's not going. I tell you why he's not going. You all say no because some guy, some ITK tells you he's going. And I keep telling you he's not going. And every time I told you that, last year I told you he's not going. It's a question of money. Make him an offer he can't refuse. And there you are. Sign a contract, has a release clause, and he's only going to one place. And that's Benfica. Not Barcelona, not Paris Saint-Germain. It's going to Benfica with a release clause. And let's be clear, the release clause is a ceiling. It's not a floor. What does that mean? That means he can stay another 1 year or run his contract down and go for a free when he wants to. But if anybody wants to buy him, the 50 million is the ceiling, not the floor.
But Gundo, is that a good business from us to let's say 1 year left at his age? Really, if we're looking at Bernardo this season,
City don't operate like other clubs. When you've served the club for 10 years, 10 years, you've won Premier League after Premier League after Premier League. You've won a Champions League and maybe another Champions League. We'll let you go on a free. You've earned it. That's how the club operates. Stop thinking about this club like United and Chelsea and all these damn bloody clubs. We're not the same. We don't operate like Sergio Aguero free, Fernandinho free. You've done your time. You can go.
But you see, I can understand those ones, man. The Dino one, you know, listen, that Fernandinho, I think that he deserved to sign the I'm big up there, man. I think he deserved the extension of the 1 year extension. But then after the Aston Villa, not even Aston Villa, after the Real Madrid game when he got ripped by Vinicius, that's when I knew it was coming slowly to an end. As for Aguero, that one I can understand because it's Aguero. The Bernardo one, this one,
how old would this guy be when he listen? He is one of the most important players for the club, right? His dream is to go to Benfica. That's his dream, not to Barcelona. Let's be clear, it's not Barcelona or Paris. He said it himself. So I don't know why we love this. We love these ITKs say, "Oh, it's going to Barcelona." No, the man himself has said it. I want to go to Benfica. My end game is to go to Benfica. That's where I grew up as a kid. I want to return there in a few years when I'm done. Just sign a new contract with a release clause.
I hear that, Gundo, but he said, as you said, when he's done. I don't think Bernardo's done that as a player. So I think there's other places that he could go before.
He's not going anywhere else to get certified. He's not going to Barcelona.
I don't know, man. I think if they've got the money, I think they're getting the best.
Why didn't you guys ever
What
listen
money?
and believe me when I tell you
Where are
this?
they
I
getting this
talked to you about
money?
Haaland. I told you when Haaland was coming. I told you 2 years in advance, a year and a half in advance he was coming. Nobody believed. I talked about Calvin Phillips. You didn't believe. I talked about
I
Bernardo
believe
Silva.
you,
You
man.
didn't believe.
KP, man. I believe you, man.
I'm telling you right now, he ain't going.
Okay.
He's not going.
Okay. Unless
He's
Sporting
not
had
going.
money. Or we swap for João Neves.
He's not going to Barcelona. It's not happening.
No, but Sporting though.
What does he want to prove there?
We can get João Neves. I'll swap for João Neves.
What does he want to go to Barcelona to go prove? Tell me.
Man.
We
don't want to let Bernardo go, man. I know, man.
It's not much of letting Bernardo go. I'm just thinking about. I've told you time and time again, and there's some fans and some
Barca don't have the
who
way.
talk about, oh, he's leaving. He's not leaving. I said this last year. I got lots of dogs abuse for talking about Bernardo Silva. People abuse me, and I said he's not going. It's a matter of cash. Make him an offer he can't refuse, and he stays and he signs a new contract. And guess what they did? They paid him. Because this guy was on 120, 115 before that. Jack Grealish earned twice the amount of Bernardo Silva before he signed a new contract. Twice the amount. You're telling me it's not money? If I'm his agent, I'm making the deal. Of course, I'm putting things out in the web and on the media to say he's not happy. Of course, I'm saying that because it's all about money. 125 is what he was making. Jack was making 250. Jack, can you imagine? Twice the amount. Of course, he's gonna make noise. And now that he's got his money, he's chilling. Do you hear chatter? Him talking about, oh, maybe Barcelona? No, he's talking about winning things, about being here, about fighting. We just gotta, Patrick and I do this thing called the boardroom, right? Where we sit down on the channel, we talk about if you're in the boardroom, how would you manage the sale of players or the acquisition of players? What would you do? This is how we came about the fact that Erling Haaland was going to sign. The boardroom. This is how we came about the fact that Calvin Phillips was going to sign for us, because we did the whole analysis. We looked at 6 different center midfield. Paqueta, we looked at 6 of them, and we said he was the guy that we're going to sign, and we signed him. We can't.
Paqueta's coming.
It really frustrates me when we do this.
Paqueta 100%.
That as the owner of the club, what would you do to keep Bernardo? What would you do? How would you do that? What are things you're going to put in place to make sure that he's happy, that he stays? Erling Haaland, what would you do? What would you do? What kind of players would you want? We're talking about bringing playing. Someone said we're going to play wing backs next season. Why would you ever play wing backs? Has Pep ever played wing backs before? He tried it once against in Monaco in Champions League, and it failed. Why would he go back to that? Who's putting these things out there? I don't know, man. That's why I don't see too much on channels, and I just get frustrated because it's like, guys, let's use our brains to think about these things in a logical way. People talk about Cole Palmer shouldn't have gone. Where would he have played?
Absolutely.
Does he take Foden's spot? No. Does he take De Bruyne's spot? No. He's taking Jack's spot? No.
Nope.
Where would he? Does he take Haaland's spot? No. He can't take Alvarez's spot. Alvarez is the World Cup winner. Where would he play? For Rodri? No. So why do you whine about this guy? Oh, because he's scoring goals for an average Chelsea team. All of a sudden we missed out on him. What we have is gold. What we're experiencing has never been experienced before.
Yeah.
Why don't we just marinate ourselves in that and big up our own and talk about how they're good? We slag the Nunez off because maybe he missed the ball. It's his first year. We killed Doku because maybe his end product is not good after 6 months. He's just been here for 6 months. Haaland is on 18 goals, haven't been injured yet. He's still up there, and we slag him off.
Right.
I don't know, man. Diaz can't defend but Diaz is the rock that was there to make the last minute blocks for us. Oh, Stones is always injured. He's like glass, but he's always there when it's the big game for the most part. Guardiola can't do anything. Look at Guardiola now shining. Brilliant player. We have our own.
Yeah. I'm just going to end it there
dying.
quickly because I have to go somewhere.
All of them.
But
because
tomorrow,
one guy is shining in blue in Stamford Bridge, all of a sudden, his best interest is like, oh, we missed out. Oh, we should have not signed him. We should have kept X, Y, and Z. No,
absolutely.
Trust the manager.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I'm just going to go now because I have to go and play football. But we'll be back tomorrow, guys.
I'm off my soapbox. I'm sorry.
To talk about
You hear me?
Madrid.
Cooked.
I can
Madrid
hear
Man
you.
City tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's
Big up,
stream, I want to invite you all. Madrid Man City.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I mean, all these clubs, man. Kronk. I mean, you're going for your 4th Premier League title in a row. Let's be clear. After you won a treble,
Yeah.
and if these people don't stop us in the FA Cup and Champions League, Hamza,
Hey, but listen, the reason I'm laughing is because I know
Hamza,
Gundo,
if
man.
by mistake,
I do
if
too.
by
I
mistake,
know.
By
He's
mistake,
legit annoyed with people. He's just
we
like, I
win the
want you to
league
do
and win the
better.
final FA Cup
Thanks,
Yo,
man.
and the UCL final, if by mistake,
Gundo,
it's
Gundo's
double
like
trouble.
who do you call it? He's like Stone Cold Steve Austin, just stunner, boom,
Mm.
stun,
There will be
he does-
problems, though.
yo.
Hamza, there's going to be serious problems, even for us.
Absolutely.
Hey, I'm gonna start calling Gundo Iron Mike, man. You know what I mean?
Because
Mike Tyson.
because Kronk, Hamza, the problem now becomes
Yeah.
if this guy wins another T, I won't say the word, right?
Yeah.
Is he gonna stay?
That's true. But yeah, man.
Hamza,
Go
are
on,
you
Ham.
following me? Kronk, are you following me?
Yeah.
Does he stay if he does another T?
He does.
I think he does, yeah.
I think he stays.
I don't know, man.
He stays.
Hey, but Hamza, yeah, just send us a link tomorrow, man. I'm on holiday
Yeah,
anyway. so I
tomorrow,
can't
guys,
even
we'll
go.
talk about Madrid thing because I've
Yeah,
got
send me
to
the
go
send me the link
be
tomorrow,
there
man.
10 minutes in football.
I'll be through. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
man, big up, man.
Big up Gun Runner. Make sure you guys go in and subscribe to Pitch Point Crank Chocolate. Yeah, Crank. Anything coming up? You and
I think somebody's on mute.
Gun
I
Runner?
can't hear.
It's
Shade, we actually
I
have
can
a
hear
match
them.
preview tomorrow. Yeah, we'll be, but it's tomorrow night for America, so it's like mid-morning for you guys. So all you English night owls, if you're up at what time would it be 8? If you're up at 2 a.m., come through, check it out. But obviously we got replays and all that other stuff. Subscribe to Shades of Blue. We will be playing that on all of our platforms. Appreciate you.
Thank you. Gun Runner, anything coming up for you?
I don't think he can hear you. Gundo, Hamza's just said anything coming up for you.
Let me. I'm doing the Champions League review tonight. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
we can hear you, but I don't know.
Okay, I can't hear you. But I'm doing the UCL preview tonight of all the games, not just City. All the games: Barcelona, Paris. I'm doing City, Madrid. I'm doing Dortmund, Atleti, and I'm doing what's the other one again? The last one, Bayern, and Arsenal. Full analysis. What I think is going to happen. Details in the game. Look out for that. It's late for UK, but it's about 8 o'clock for Eastern time. So look out for that on my channel. But thanks, Hamza.
Pleasure. Take care, guys, man.
Take care. Bye.
Big up, man.
Bye-bye.
Big up, guys.
Oh, thank you so much.